Hello and welcome to another episode of On the PL. We have a juicy episode for you guys where we're going to talk about a little bit of everything that's happening in the world.
Talking about La Rosalia, she has a new project coming out that people have very mixed reactions to. And this is the holiday season, so we decided to poll you guys on certain things that people say during the holidays and how you feel about them, certain Theos, certain Theas. So yeah, we have a lot of juicy things, almost as juicy as the turkey we'll be consuming later. Just kidding, I don't like turkey.
What is something that you hear at a family function?
Recently, and this has only been within the last 9 months, I would say, it's been when you're getting married. So I come in, I say hi to everybody, they're looking around behind me, they're like, oh, where is, your novio? And I'm like, oh, he's not here, whatever. And then they'll pull me in really closely and be like, so are you guys gonna get married? And when are you guys gonna get married? And I'm like, I recently realized that I don't know how to answer that question. Like, do I say yes, because it's something that we have talked about? Or do I say, oh, I don't know? But then, does that make him look bad? I don't know. I get so uncomfortable when I get asked that.
You see, I thought this ring was that.
This is
not
no,
the ring
this
for
ring
marriage?
this ring is the ring for you're stressed, girl, go to sleep. Should I put, it'll look really weird on that finger.
For me, specifically, they asked, when are you going to get your mom a house? When are you going to get your mom somewhere to live? And I'm like, well, girl, I barely can afford the rent here in the city in Los Angeles, in this world, in this economy. I'm still a kid. I'm a teenager in my 30s. What do you mean? And then I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
You tell me. But I feel like family has an expectation of you becoming their next version. Like, I feel like, not in that sense, but like family wants you to build your home. And I think success is a thing, right? But you really are successful when you have your house, your kids, your husband. Like when that family unit is set, they're like, ay, gracias a Dios, yo le recé a la Santísima Madre que te diera un esposo, una familia, salud, di 3 Ave Marías y 4 María Purísimas. Like, I feel like that's what they pray for.
Yeah, and it's funny because this is the first year that question has even come up for me, because it always used to be like, oh, you're too young, don't get married yet. And now I'm like, am I old now? Is that what you guys are implying by asking me this?
But when did this start? Do you feel like in your early 20s they were asking about?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Is it only started happening this year, which is throwing me off, because it used to be last Christmas they would say oh, you're too young, don't get married yet. Oh, you're too young, don't get married yet. Suddenly I'm old enough, which is is it an age thing? Is it a maturity thing? Do I seem more mature? What is it?
I mean, you're giving esposa vibes.
Am I?
Dun dun dun. Family also asked me now, novia pa cuando? And I'm like, señoras y señores, let me unveil out of the closet.
Yay! Joto. You whip out a pride flag. You're like, oh, wait a second. You mean this?
The best part about family functions for me, at least, are the Theos.
Oh, yeah.
My Theos have made a very, very great experience for me because they're funny. We have all types of crazy Theos. What type of Theo is your favorite?
So, what tapatíos?
I'm going to say tapatío.
No, so I usually hang out with the Theos that tell the stories. I always tend to hang out with the older Theos because they have the best stories about, I'm always talking about how I don't really know my grandfathers, and they have the best stories about him and other family members that I'm very close with. So it's very fun to hear their perspective and their side of a person's personality that I have no recollection of. It's really, it's fun, and just hearing how they were in their youth, what they used to do for fun. And seeing photos that they have is always really fun for me. I'm nostalgic, okay?
Oh, I love that. Me and my Theo are very close. Actually, I haven't called him in a little bit, so I have to call him after this. But yeah, no, my uncle is like my dad. He has definitely been there for me in that sense. What type of Theos are there? Okay, so there's the fake Theo, the play Theo.
Yeah.
The play Theo, the storytelling Theo.
Yeah, the one that gives you the money.
The money Theo, the drunk Theo. The prankster Theo, the one that just is always pranking you. And I think there's the creepy, cradly touchy Theo. That's the weird one.
Yeah, we don't talk to that one anymore.
And Sergio el Bailador, the dancing Theo. My favorite Theo is the dancing Theo. But like you, I also am really close with the talking a lot Theo, where my Theo's like you'll be like, hola, que está bien rico el arroz. And he's like, el arroz Es que cuando yo tenía 3 años, no teníamos nada que comer y lo único que mi mamá nos daba de comer era arroz. And I'm like, boy, I'm just saying the rice is good.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go back into this whole trilogy and epiology of like cinema history of how you ate rice to survive.
Yeah.
Like,
I do love the prankster Theo. I have my mom's brothers are such pranksters, and I love them for that so much. So
I'm gonna be freaking crazy as a Theo. My siblings are younger right now, so they shouldn't be having any kids right at that moment. But when they have their first kid, I'm gonna love the shit out of that kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love the living hell out of that child.
Which Theo are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be all of them. I'm gonna be the dancing.
Except the creepy one.
You see, the new category that I'm inserting into that list is the gonko.
The gonko.
We didn't talk about the gonko, but the gonko, I'll be the dancing one. I'll be the storytelling one. I'll be the prankster one. I will not be the creepy one. Not on this
I just
day.
wanted that clarification.
Not the icky uncle, but all of the other ones, yes. I actually have a tia, and she went to my elementary school because she was mad that I left my underwear or in my clothing. I was in 4th grade. I left them out just because I forgot after I changed and after school. She went to my school during a Halloween celebration and was like, "This underwear belongs to Alex. Alex, he's here. He's in the 4th grade."
No!
And I was petrified.
I would've moved
Petrified.
schools.
I was just like, they're like, "Hey, she's saying your name." And I was like, "I don't know who that is." I'm sorry to that woman. I don't know who she is.
You're like, she's my stalker.
Yeah, no, I was like, she must be talking about another Alex, not me. But yeah, my tia, I love you. It was funny. I never ever left my underwear or clothes just thrown out anywhere.
And they taught you a lesson.
It taught me a lesson. So that the uncle and the auntie that teach you lessons are the most valuable ones. But you know that you're too old when your tios and tias have joined apps.
Like what?
Like TikTok. Like my tia's on TikTok now. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing here? Should I stop being on here? Should I move? Should I go to a different app? But someone that my uncle does love is La Rosalia.
La Rosalia. She released her new project. And she has songs in various different languages. She has German, Spanish, Catalan, Portuguese. I saw a really fascinating TikTok where someone pointed out that, like, again, this is only based off of the initial single called Berghain. It's in German. But they're talking about how they feel like Rosalia did reggaeton to get a Latino audience, because we are a huge audience to get. She feels like she used them for
Clout.
Yeah.
So do you think that Rosalia is using the Latino scope, the Latino diaspora, to clickbait or clout for her music?
Rosalia is such an interesting artist to me. She does benefit so much from the Latino community. I do enjoy her music. I love her albums. I loved.
We were all motomamis.
We're all motomamis. Dare I say the original brat?
Yeah.
So but when I saw this TikTok, it did really like change my perspective. I was like, oh wait, that I can see it.
So do you feel that Rosalia is profiting off
100%.
of Latinos to make her music more reachable?
I think she's definitely. I think Rosalia is definitely profiting off of Latino audiences, 100%.
Yeah, and I feel like this is interesting because like her thesis for her master's degree is the album in which she won her first Grammy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they're like, we forget that Rosalia is classically trained.
Yeah.
She has the smarts and she has the capability and the classic training to be able to perform at this caliber. Therefore, is she strategically doing the plotting to make sure she reaches the audience, and is she now going in German and Italian or the different languages Portuguese
everything.
to be able to appeal into those markets?
Yeah.
Or is it for the love of music?
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I mean, her videos, she has really great behind the scenes videos of her like working on her tracks and like where she gets samples from and things like that. And then this big song that she just released, Berghain. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak German.
Entschuldigung?
Dankeschön. No.
Dankeschön?
Dankeschön.
9?
No, but it is. She's very. This song Berghain that she released. The beginning is an orchestral composition that she composed herself. So I think as an artist, she's so smart. She knows what she's doing. So I wouldn't put it past her to think strategically like that.
Yeah. I also am on the other side too because it's like, right, we do have these classically trained artists who reach into Mexico to become famous. Like we have the Laura Pausinis, who is Italian. We have Rocio Durcal, who's from Spain, who during the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s
big girl
dominated the music industry.
Yeah.
So we do have our non-Latino favorites, because I'm saying this carefully because they are Hispanic, not Laura Pausini because she's Italian. But we do have Hispanics reaching in the Latino world.
Natalia Jimenez. Oh my
Natalia
God,
Jimenez.
I totally forgot about her.
Yes, Spanish as well.
Yes, and she's literally like head first dived into the regional Mexican music. That's all she sings now. She sings regional Mexican music.
But I feel like the difference between those artists is that they have come to consume the Latin American culture and music and made their identity tied to being part of that background. Whereas Rosalia kind of benefits from kind of hopping in and out.
Yeah.
I do think you do have a very strong viewpoint on that. And I agree with you because it's very interesting. And of course, like, what else are you going to sing? I do like her Mal Querer.
Mal Querer, I love that album.
Yeah, Mal Querer to me is like her most musically... musical Olympics or like high caliber music.
I think this next project is going to be like that too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, but I'm keeping an eye on you, Rosalia.
But to pose a question on that, do you think now that she has the fame that she's now branching out to a mainstream US or global audience? Because now she's branching into like an area where you would see a Taylor Swift or you would see someone in that big space go out and just kind of sell out the US.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to be on Euphoria. This next season, so she's gonna be huge.
And is that why she was dating Hunter Schafer?
Yes.
Allegedly.
But
on the topic of being disappointed by artists, what about your parents? What makes your parents disappointed?
I think.
About you.
I don't think they're disappointed in me. I think I'm the kid that I've acted like an elder child my whole life, so I try not to ask them for help. But there's been instances where I should have asked them for help immediately, and it got to a point where they're like, "Why didn't you tell us this was happening?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I thought I could figure it out."
Yeah.
That's the only time that really disappointed me.
The biggest thing that I disappoint my mom in is the religion stuff. And it's funny, Mom, because I pulled the Virgen Maria Guadalupe in this room for you, okay? But I think religion, like my mom would like for me to be more religious. Like she would be like, oh, ora. Like she doesn't even say hi first. She says bendiciones. Bendiciones. Like, what do you mean you're giving me blessings before you say hello or good morning? So rude of you. But no, my mom is really religious, and I think that's the area where I do disappoint her in, is that I don't have a strong practice. I am spiritual, but I don't have a big practice. I'm not going to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Abbey in West Hollywood,
which some might say is a church.
It's a church.
Yeah.
But you know, same but different.
Yeah.
But that's an area where my mom is disappointed in me. On disappointment.
Yeah, I kind of talked about this. Like, you know, I have an older sister, but I definitely acted like the elder child for my whole life. And I wanted to know what role you've played. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like you were epitome of eldest child?
Okay, so the role I play in my family, I am father, I am papa, I am my sibling's second parent, which I feel a lot of us actually do play that role. Like a lot of us, unfortunately, do have to take care of our siblings or our families and provide, especially being first gen. Our parents are working, they're not there for us a lot of the time. So that's the role I play. And you know what, to be honest, like I'm really glad that was the position I was in my life, because it's taught me so much. And I feel like a lot of part of my resilience and my independence comes from having that responsibility and being that person in my family.
100%. How many times I've gotten compliments on how, like, I'm not afraid to travel by myself. Yeah. I'm like, well, baby, I'm just independent. Like, I was raised to be this way. So we asked you guys, what is the role that you play in your family? And 47% of you said the black sheep of the family, which I kind of fall into that category as well. Because I come from a family where there's a lot of, at least on my mom's side of the family, there are a lot of athletes. And I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not athletic. So.
The only thing that's running in Caro is her mouth.
That's true.
I'm kidding, no.
And every single wicked lyric ever is just running through me. Yeah, and I think on my dad's side of the family, everyone they have their own business going for them. They're all entrepreneurs. They're all doing their own things. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, Has anyone heard of the arts?
I agree with that because I feel like for me, like it would also kind of be the same where it's like, well, I'm not gonna say why I'm the black sheep of my family, but I think.
Or you're the colorful sheep.
Oh, it's giving rainbow color sheep, and that ain't cheap. I feel like for me, you're right. Doing something other is sometimes very much considered black sheep activities.
Yeah.
But I also feel like in the world of independence and being an older sibling and being the one that's the caretaker of the family or like the moral supporter of the family, you grow to learn that you just need to live life however the heck you want.
Yeah.
And with that, it's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And with that comes disappointing our parents, but also at the same time comes with great happiness. And sometimes you have to be the black sheep to be able to see the wonderful rainbow and beautiful world outside of the confined walls of our tios and tias and family members.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be the black sheep to break down generational trauma and fight the good fight.
Yeah, because I'm not in the world right now where I am looking to build my legacy in terms of it being a home and kids. Like I'm more in the realm where we have our careers, we have economical, financial ambitions. That's just, in cute words saying rich. we're trying to get the bag, respectfully with the power of the Lord, But with that being said, I agree with ya. That's a long-winded way of saying 47% of us are black sheep. Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for engaging and being part of On the Peel. We're happy to be making this with you. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, so we thank you for your support and your love. And be safe at those family dinners. We should have come up with things to say back to people being mean. But we'll work on it for next time.
The next episode, we'll get you some clapback moments. ¿Sabe qué, tía? Usted tiene hijos de diferentes padres.
And that's just a preview. Thank you, guys.
Bye.